hips go, when my hips go, little left and right. Can you feel it running through your mind? When your lips go, little close to mine. Skin on skin in the lights, baby. I just wanna look into your eyes, feel the rush in your mind, baby. Tell me what you want from me. I'ma be your dopamine tonight. Can you hear it coming from the drums? Going up there when the music hums. Can you taste it? Cherry on my tongue. Kinda like it when the music hums. Skin on skin in the lights, baby. I just wanna look into your eyes, feel the rush in your mind, baby. Tell me what you want from me. I'ma be your dopamine tonight. 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 I'ma be your dopamine tonight.
I see you walk in, my head's in a spin. You're perfect with your high heels on. I'm wondering if you will have a drink or two. So baby, help me sing this song. We can go all night, alright, drinking till the sunrise. So baby, won't you be mine? Living out the dream at the hotel party. Find me at the bar in the downstairs lobby. Oh, oh. Oh, oh. We'll be living out the dream at the hotel party. Pour me another round of that JD whiskey. Oh, oh. Oh, oh. Sitting by the pool, trying to stay cool. DJ, turn that music up. You got that red bikini on, gotta get that tan on. Yeah, this is my kind of fun. We can go all night, alright, drinking till the sunrise. So baby, won't you be mine? Living out the dream at the hotel party. Find me at the bar in the downstairs lobby. Oh, oh. Oh, oh. We'll be living out the dream at the hotel party. Pour me another round of that JD whiskey. Oh, oh, yeah. Oh, oh, yeah. All night, alright, drinking till the sunrise. All night, alright, drinking till the sunrise. Living out the dream at the hotel party. Find me at the bar in the downstairs lobby. Oh, oh. Oh, oh, yeah, yeah. Living out the dream at the hotel party. Find me at the bar in the downstairs lobby. Oh, oh, at the hotel party. Oh, oh. We'll be living out the dream at the hotel party. Pour me another round of that JD whiskey. Oh, oh, hotel party. Oh, oh, at the hotel party.
here we are. It is Tuesday night. KLOMP is on baby watch right now, so if you are part of the Bella's Boutique, guess the time baby Ella will arrive. Go to the post because that's where he's at there right now over at TDH Baby Watch 2024. Little Ella could be coming out any time between now and tomorrow, so go put your times. And again, someone's going to win a nice gift certificate from Bella's Boutique at 75 Pine Street South in Timmins as we get saddled in here and set to go on a sports night. Wondering why the Porcupine Gold Kings jersey is hanging behind us? Well, can't have a sports memorabilia show and not have sports stuff hanging here in the studio. Joining us tonight in KLOMP seat, Glen Rusenstrom. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you. Look forward to it.
And again, if you don't know Glen helped us with the Streamathon, the Feeding Families Streamathon a couple weeks back with Timmins Hyundai and their amazing staff. And we're hanging out at Yiggs Johnson's, your independent grocer.
That was a good time. We saw people dropping in $100 bills and
50s,
50s,
20s.
500. There was a donation.
It doesn't matter what they nominated or put in for a donation, I should say. It all went back to feeding families at the end of the day. Over 108 families fed Glen.
Yeah, no, that was great.
From that one.
That was great.
And
it was
again,
cold, but warm hearts.
It was warm hearts. And again, anybody who donated had the chance to win some hockey memorabilia. And that's why we're bringing Glen back on tonight. If you liked that, boy, you're in for a big treat tonight. If you're, wondering what Glen does. Glen, is the answer for all the posts that you see. Where do shadow boxes exist for my hockey memorabilia? And it's just in case. And this is where Glen comes into the picture. Glen, you've brought this art back for hockey memorabilia.
Yeah, I was lucky enough to work for a retailer in Toronto where I saw how they displayed things. And I collected cards as a kid, and I couldn't understand what that next step was. You collected that set of hockey cards, you put a rubber band around them in a shoebox and under the bed. And I waited till next year to do it all over again. I wanted to show the world.
So you would do that. You would keep them in their the original packs, not touched.
For the most part, I keep them in the original packaging, and there's a big market for that. Louis Clausy's big on that. And just put it under the bed and wait till the next year and do it all over again. I didn't understand. I wanted to show them off. I wanted to display them. I wanted to share them with everybody. So I was lucky enough to work for a company in Toronto, and I saw how they displayed everything, symmetry, colors, making sure everything was clean, using black as a color. I saw what they did. I was fortunate enough to buy a Bobby Orr jersey. You can see there's a bit of a Boston theme going on here. Bought a Boston.
You love Boston.
Actually, my wife does. My wife does.
Okay,
Keeps the peace.
Who do you cheer for? Obviously, yes, Toronto.
Well, I'll cheer for Toronto, but my heart's still with Montreal.
They play the San Jose Sharks.
That's going on now.
Right now. So anybody watching, you can feed us the scores here. Go Leafs, go. Jones in net for them tonight.
Yeah, I think they're going to ride him like a wet mule until he can't do it anymore.
Well, that's the thing, right? Coaches who don't ride the hot tender, this whole back and forth thing. You put the backup in when the guy who's currently on the hot streak is not hot anymore.
Yeah, exactly, when he's cold. So we ended up buying a Bobby Orr jersey, and I got it framed. And the framing cost more than what the actual jersey cost me. And I couldn't figure it out. And so finally I found an acrylic jersey case, and I thought, this is neat. So I pulled the Bobby Orr jersey out of the frame. And the guy that framed it got a cigarette hole on it. It ruined it. He kind of pinched it and covered the burn mark. So we took it out. Jersey was ruined. So I had to buy another Bobby Orr jersey. Took the case, brought it to an acrylic fabricator and said, how could we make these? And I threw a number at him saying, I want to make it for this price range. So we couldn't quite do the price range that I wanted. So I said, well, what's it going to take to hit that mark? So he eventually said, okay, if you buy quantity from me, we'll do it. And everything exploded. I used to panic. I remember the first 12 cases I bought, I think it was in 2001. I was panicking with 12 cases. Eventually, it got to the point where I was panicking if I didn't have 300 and 400 cases in stock.
Yeah.
And we had our own warehouse. We were shipping all over the world. I'm not
like worldwide. You're not exaggerating.
Yeah,
people trying to pinpoint these cases. First of all, I should say you have a tie to my hometown
Yes.
of Ajax. The first time I met Glen. It's ironic to run into anybody from Ajax, but I said, "Hey, Glenn, where are you from?" He's like, "Ajax." "Where are you from?" "Ajax." So here we go, two Ajax boys hanging out on the show tonight.
Probably ran into each other in a bar, or,
I don't know.
or an arena or something.
Ajax has changed. When I left, it was just over 50,000 population. Now I think it's almost 250,000 now.
Yeah, it's definitely grown. It's definitely grown. We've shipped cases all over the world. So some of the guys that have bought them, Johnny Bauer, God rest his soul, when he was alive, he bought cases from us. Corey Perry, who's been in the news, right or wrong, he bought them from us.
He with Bedard there.
With Mr. Bedard, and apparently
he
his
was hanging
mom.
out with Bedard's mom.
Yeah, the rumor is.
Crazy rumors going around the NHL with that story.
Right?
But,
So he had bought some. We were lucky enough. We did some business with the TML, Toronto Maple Leafs. They bought, it was mini helmet cases. They were doing a promotion. The biggest game-worn Gretzky collector in the world, Sean Chalk, from Fort McMurray, Alberta. He would buy, we would do a trade show, and we would go to a trade show with 100 cases and 100 jerseys to sell. 3 days before the trade show, Sean Chalk calls me and says, "I need 100 cases and 100 jerseys."
Oh, no.
We didn't have to do the trade show because he was buying them retail.
He bought it right off you.
We didn't have to do the trade show that time.
Sent the EMTs back in the day. Cash, here you go.
It was over and done.
That's a good feeling, though. People take pride in what you do.
The nice thing is, for all of our cases have the same design. Nothing is sewn in. Nothing is permanent. Everything has a lid.
Nothing is pinned or
no
nothing.
Pin, no staples. You screw a black plate to the wall for the most part. There's a built-in hanger. Slide the jersey on the hanger, and you clip on the lid.
And that's it.
That's it. We've had cases. The ones that are in my showroom right now are 24 years old. And I can't tell the difference between the 24-year-old ones and the ones that were just produced last year.
Wow.
They stand the test of time.
And again, no dust. It's
protects
well
it.
preserved in these cases. And again, Ronnie posted the link in the comment thread, just in case. Go click on that. And again, display cases, wall-mounted jersey display cases. You've got freestanding display cases, glove helmet display cases, puck display cases, and even stick cases. And again, someone watching tonight, all you have to do is say hi, say, "Hey, I want to win." Well, first of all, we should say hashtag hockey is what you need to type in with a capital H, and someone will win. What are we winning tonight there, Glenn? We've got the Bobby Orr coffee table book.
Bobby Orr coffee table book, My Story in Pictures.
That is awesome.
It's fantastic. There's pictures in there that I've never seen. And we also have a set
what is it? This is
first day cover stamps.
A first day cover stamp. Let's see if I can walk this up to the camera here. A first day cover. Now tell me what this is.
So we have Rocket Richard and I think Doug Harvey on it.
Okay.
That was the last time that the Leafs had the All-Star game in 2000.
Wow,
So those are first day cover stamps. And then just to have a little bit of local...
A little local twist to the show tonight.
And I might get in trouble for bringing this. That's a game-used minor hockey puck from South Porcupine.
From South Porcupine. And again, there it is there. Let's not cover Glenn. There it is. So 1970, Glenn, with this one?
Yeah, it's circa the early 70s, early to late 70s.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
And again, just
that might have been something Sullivan may have used when Steve Sullivan was playing up here. He may have touched and scored with that puck.
He may have touched. Now, so you could probably find out who was playing if I don't know if rosters were you know, posted online back in the day. But maybe
It'd be tough to find,
someone.
but somebody with a little bit of digging could probably find.
Wow, that is quite the find. And again, one lucky viewer tonight. We'll walk home with all 3 pieces tonight. Again, a little bit of you know, hockey memorabilia tonight.
Yeah,
Thanks
yeah.
to Glen.
It's I've always say there's worse things you can do with your money, and this stuff is enjoyable. Buy it because you like it and you can afford it. If you can send the kids to college with it one day, that's great. But like the coffee table book retails for about $35. I'd say the puck is priceless, and then the stamps would probably be $10. And the original face value on them was 92 cents. So,
92 cents.
Yeah, 46.
Isn't that wild, eh?
Yeah. So
and again, he's even got it in the official dust cover, so everybody. You know, it's still in mint condition.
Yes.
See, there's Glen where everything is mint condition, open packs, nicely elastic in a box underneath the bed, and then there's what KLOMP and I do, and we put it into the bike spokes, and we'd ruin the Mickey Mantle, the rookie card, or the Gretzky rookie card.
Well, yeah, and here's an interesting thing: a Gretzky rookie in OPG was graded a 10. They grade everything now. Everybody wants, they want more than an opinion. They want a solid grade. And one came back as a 10, and it went for, I think it was 1.1 million US dollars.
1.1 million US.
And like I shake my head because I remember having them, again, with rubber bands around them in a red shoebox, thrown up in the attic. It's funny because I ran into the young lady that bought my parents' house 10 or 15 years ago, Lorianne Loretto, and I said, Lorianne, if you ever go up in the attic, take a look for those cards and we'll split them. You know, it probably wouldn't be $1 million card.
Did she find them?
She told me I could come over any time and I was welcome to look.
You think there might be some up there?
I know that's the last time I saw them, but she told me they spray insulated the attic, so either they were taken out or they're damaged.
Stash?
Yeah.
Now, what's the value of some of the cards in those boxes? If you were to find them,
like I said, there wouldn't be $1 million Gretzky in there, but I bet you there's some in there for anywhere from $5,000 to $50,000.
Wow!
And I know
how many
my
have
brother
her on a friends list right now? Hey, check your attic.
Yeah, and I know my brother and I must have had 6 inches of them. But if I knew then what I know now. Right?
Well, that's it. That's why if you are collecting, this is what you do. You know, people buy toys, collectibles, keep them in their boxes. You know, there's nuts. I know a buddy of mine, Greg Vyasevich. We call him the Big V from Winnipeg. When I lived in Winnipeg, he collected Star Wars, still does, Star Wars collectibles. And they were always always in mint condition, but never opened.
Yeah.
And now I'm pretty sure he sold half of his collection, and there was a nice hefty price tag on his payday for that.
Yeah. Once in a while, you can get lucky with this stuff. And I'll give you an example. We bought Gretzky jerseys when nobody was. This is probably 2001, 2002. We could buy them for $350 to $375, which sounds like it's a lot of money, but right now, the average Gretzky jersey is $3,000 to $3,500.
Holy smokes!
Right. So we were buying and selling them because that's where our business grew. We went from just display cases to autographed memorabilia. And at one time we had 100, 200 Gretzky jerseys. And when COVID started creeping up, everybody thought, oh my God, price of houses are going to go down. Collectibles are go down. It was the complete opposite.
So what were they doing? They were selling them off or getting rid of their
people were sitting at
stash?
home. They were collecting the COVID money. They had lots of time, and they were spending money. So Gretzky jerseys were going for $4,000 or $5,000.
Holy smokes!
Yeah. So we made that decision. Okay, let's keep a few, but it was time to sell. That doesn't happen every time, but like I said, sometimes you get lucky.
Sometimes you do get lucky.
Sometimes you get lucky, and if you can afford to hold on to it for a little bit, and ride the market, you can do well.
Yeah, because you know, I was joking about Mickey Mantle, like the Mickey Mantle rookie baseball card. I think it's online for someone picked it up for like 10 or $12 million.
Yeah, again, that was a PSA 10. That was a perfect card.
Perfect card.
Absolute perfect.
Didn't see
card.
a bike spoke.
No.
Can you imagine the people who found out the worth and the investment of that card and what they did to it compared to what they could be doing with it?
Here's an interesting thing about that card. That's a 1951 Bowman. I don't know a lot about baseball, but I do know about Mickey Mantle cards. They were so overproduced. I believe it was Topps in the U.S. that produced it.
Was it O-Pee-Chee or
well,
yeah, it was
in
Topps,
the U.S.
so
it was Topps. In
the
Canada
USA.
it was O-Pee-Chee. It was so overproduced. There was a warehouse, I believe, in New Jersey, and they loaded up a whole barge. So if you can picture 10 skids, each skid would be 48 by 48 by 6 feet high, and there was 10 of these skids of 1951 Bowman because it wasn't selling. And they dumped it into the Hudson River.
Oh my gosh!
So and that's
so where
one
are
reason.
the coordinates there?
Yeah.
Have anybody dived? Have they dived down?
They'd be absolutely mush right
Yeah,
now. But that's why there's such
anymore.
a shortage of them, because so many of them were destroyed. So
The
many
Hudson
of them
River.
destroyed. In
Thanks,
the Hudson
New York,
River.
for ruining collectibles and memorabilia. But back to the topic of hockey. Greats, you know, let's talk about the great one. I know a lot of people online you see. I saw a comment from Debbie. Can you scroll up there, Ronnie? I think Debbie was asking, how do you find the value of these cards? Let's click on that one there. Husband was a big Wayne Gretzky collector, and he's gone. I have thousands and thousands of cards that I don't know what to do with. So this is where you would come in. Could she message you?
Absolutely. I'll just give you a bit of a heads up. Anything in the early to mid 90s, they printed the stuff like wallpaper. It's unfortunately worthless.
Well, that's another thing I wanted to bring up. You do see on the buy and sell pages Gretzky's rookie card. Is it, or I think there was something wrong with one of them that it wasn't the pure rookie card. Can you tell the distinction between the two?
Yeah, there's usually a dot on the shoulder. That's one way to tell. There's two different companies that were producing it. O-Pee-Chee in Canada, Topps in the U.S. The O-Pee-Chee one is the one that's more desirable. But just like everything else that's good, there's guys out there that are trying to ruin the hobby, and they'd have reprints. So if you remember, we gave away Bobby Orr rookie reprint picture. So it was a picture of, I think it was 24 rookie cards. There's guys out there producing this, passing it as real stuff, and it's bad.
Well, that's where the collectible side gets a bad name. But
Yes,
again,
yes.
you need to go to the professionals. So if you do have the cards, Debbie, reach out to Glenn. They can reach out through Facebook to find you on your personal Facebook.
Absolutely. You can, eBay is still a great measuring stick. And also, there's a catalog called Beckett's, Becketts. So you could Google them, and you'll just type in what it is, and a price will come up.
And a price will come up. We were chatting about this before the show. If you do have a card, type it into the comment thread. We'll go through some of the comments, and you might be able to put a price tag or a ballpark figure of some of these cards.
Steer people in the right direction.
And if they're in mint condition, though.
Yeah.
Like if a little scuff mark on the card, that
because now what they're doing is the same way a jeweler would look at a diamond. They're looking at the cards under a 10x microscope. They're looking for scratches, dings, pits. They're looking at it with a 10x microscope to see the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Wow. You clean, the sesame seed from the teeth with one of the corners. They're going to find out. Why is that not worth $10 million? Well,
Very, very much so.
Your lunch out of it. What is, Chad says, I know how to find all the value, just no time. Angel saying hello, and again, we want to say hello to everybody who's tuning in tonight. Again, a very interesting, very intriguing guest tonight, Glen Rusenstrom. And again, just in case, go scroll up, find the link. Ronnie's posted it in the thread. And again, you've done display cases for, all walks of life, celebrity statuses all over the world.
Yeah, and not only that, we've done some display work for some very unusual situations. We always claim that we love the challenge of custom work. So shortly after 9/11, we got a call from an American lady, and she had seen our freestanding display case. That's one where you can see both sides of the jersey.
Okay.
And she said, well, her husband had perished in 9/11, and she wanted a case just like that for his uniform. So we made it for his uniform and shipped it over to her.
So you do make special requests.
Yeah, so we have done that. We've had, there was one lady who, I believe she had a Sheltie Coley, and the Coley had passed away, and she wanted something for the urn and his collar and a few little things like that. Just little things like that. We've had
Little keepsakes.
Just a way to, so you're not just stucking it in a coffee table drawer. Everybody
it's on
wants
display where you can honor that person or that pet's memory. And again, not just hockey memorabilia, but if you've got a request for a shadow box, again, just in case, you will sit down and design it.
Yeah, we've done some interesting things. Like I said, it's mostly been hockey, but we've done stuff. People have had, when they closed down Yankee Stadium, my God, they were selling off anything that wasn't nailed down. They were selling off. So somebody had third base. And I guess for every baseball game, they changed the bases, from what I understand.
Okay.
So he had third base, and I didn't realize the bases come on a post. So he wanted a display case for third base.
So you needed a wider,
it was
wider case to fit the post for the base.
And it was diamond shaped. Like it was great. Super Bowl's coming up. So just like in the NHL, in the NFL, when you win the Super Bowl, everybody in the team gets a miniature Vince Lombardi trophy. That's the triangle shape, and it's got a football. We had Doug Flutie. Doug Flutie.
He called you?
He called us.
How awesome is that?
He needed a display case for his miniature Vince Lombardi trophy.
And he calls you up and chats. Is he a good guy off the field?
Nice guy.
Yeah?
Nice guy. Yeah.
Did he tip you well?
Well, the nice thing is somebody like that can pay full pop retail.
Yeah, that's it. No issues with Doug Flutie's credit card.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, exactly. So,
Here, Glenn, take my number here. And he comes and erases all your memory after the transaction's been done.
Yeah,
But that's pretty cool. Now name some of the other the big time celebrities that you've dealt with, or people who have found you and said, "Hey, Glenn, can you make this?"
I can tell you a very interesting story. Bobby Orr has his own museum. It's called the Perry Sound Sports Museum, I believe, and it's in Perry Sound. So they contacted us because they didn't want to spend a lot of money because they're nonprofit, right? So they wanted something to display about 16 sticks. Well, we do make a display case for a stick, but it's 6 feet long and they're so delicate. Every time we ship them, they end up breaking. So I said, well, what if we just gave you like a gun rack where we just gave you clips?
And you put the sticks in the clips.
You screw the clips to the wall. It's going to cost you maybe $30 each as opposed to $399 each. So they said, yeah, that's great. So about 6 months later, Bobby Orr was doing a Hall of Fame signing. So the Hall of Fame rented out one of their rooms. One of the bigger companies in Toronto that represent him had a meet and greet with him. So we were invited to do a meet and greet. Now you had to pay $1,500, but you got 3 minutes with Bobby Orr. He signed autographs for you. You got a jersey. Back then, I wasn't a big Bobby Orr fan. I respected him and I knew of him.
Great hockey player.
Great hockey
obviously,
player,
right?
but
Yeah.
you know, I loved Gretzky. I loved Rocket Richard.
Mario Lemieux.
That
Fears
was
of the
my
day.
thing. Yeah, right. So when we got there, you know, we were waiting in line, and there was a guy ahead of us, and he had a few too many pops, and he was a little bit tipsy, and he was a little bit he wasn't exactly being as professional as he could.
Okay.
So I thought, oh my God, Bobby's going to take him and throw his butt out of here. And
Did he?
No, Bobby sat him down, talked to him, gave him a coffee. It seemed like Bobby spent 10 or 15 minutes with him. Because the guy, it calmed him down, diffused the situation, gave him the time of day. I was super, super impressed with that. Everybody else got 2 or 3 minutes, and it was just kind of like cookie cutter, hi, how you doing? I'm Bobby, right? But the guy that was in trouble, Bobby spent time with him and treated him like a human being. After that, I became a real Bobby Orr fan.
Big time Bobby Orr fan. And
Bobby
again,
Orr fan.
you know, if you go back to our Feeding Families Streamathon, we had a few weeks back before Christmas, you know, Bobby Orr, the print, everybody who came up and picked up their prints, by the way.
Yeah, that's great.
In awe. You know, the pictures don't do any of these, you know, pieces justice. And again, someone's going to win tonight the Bobby Orr coffee table book. You're going to get the first, am I saying this? The first day of stamp.
First day cover stamp.
First day cover stamps. And again, that goes back to 2000, February 5th,
Yeah,
2000.
Rocket Richard and Doug Harvey.
And Doug Harvey's on there. And someone for their display case is a South Porcupine, an actual game puck from 1970. And again, the official, that's when Cooper was, you know, the official sponsor of hockey back in the day.
Yeah, many years ago.
Remember the Cooperalls?
Cooperalls, yeah. Hartford. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Hartford.
It was Hartford and I think the Flyers.
Hartford and the Flyers, but who did Hartford become? Phoenix?
Hartford became
Arizona?
Carolina. Yes.
Okay, thank you, Ronnie. So they're going to be donning the Hartford jerseys if they haven't already, and they're going to be wearing Cooperalls.
Wow. Back in the Kevin Dineen day. I know
Yes,
Kevin Dineen
Kevin
played for,
Dineen.
you know, Hartford.
Yeah,
way
Brian
back in
Propp.
the day. Yeah, and again, those jerseys, you know, people say, okay, they're not in the league anymore. They toss them out. Those, you know, those become collector's items.
Oh, yeah. Like
You don't see them anymore.
game-worn stuff for defunct teams, the Atlantas, the Quebec Nordiques, that kind of stuff. The defunct teams, game-worn equipment from that is just, it's priceless.
Priceless,
It
you know.
really is.
You know, is swinging over to, you know, the sport of baseball. You know, Montreal Expos paraphernalia is probably worth quite a bit still.
Yeah, even though they were around for, you know, 30, 35 years, you're not seeing anything game-worn from them now. You know, I think they're the Washington Senators now. But yeah, game-use stuff. And again, proving that it's game use, because I would always get people say, well, why aren't you into game use stuff? Well, it's harder to prove. It's only been the last 30 years, 35 years, where on a game used jersey, they'll put a tag in it.
That says it was
with a little bit of
Now, do they wash the game used? Like you could probably tell from the smell. Still smells like the hockey bag in the basement. You know, is that the telltale sign now? But it smells like you know, Tide. You know, it looks like more than likely someone picked it up off another rack and.
But people are doing the same thing that they were doing with cards and everything else. People find something good and they turn it into something bad. There was a big thing with a game-worn Gretzky jersey. That was supposed to be a 82 game-used Gretzky jersey. Well, it was a 1982 game-used Edmonton Oilers jersey. But what the person did was they had, you know, in the neighborhood of 5 or 6 different game-worn jerseys from that year.
Yeah.
Okay. So they got, I think they had 2 Glenn Anderson ones in there. He wore number 9. So they took both 9s, They
And put them
stripped the other one,
together.
put on that. There you get a 99, right? And they took all the letters from 3 or 4 or 5 other different jerseys and spelled out Gretzky.
Oh, geez.
So it's a game-worn jerseys, but it's Frankenstein, right? Like Gretzky didn't wear it.
Well, still cool to have,
Still
but
cool
probably not. You know, people are probably still telling the story of that jersey.
Yeah,
You
and
know,
that went through
forgetting the whole part that it's pieced together by about 7 different Oilers to create this jersey.
Yeah, and it was it took a while to prove, and again, it was just 2 different people.
Someone gets duped.
It's
Someone
easy to
probably
get
paid a lot of
duped.
money for it.
Oh yeah, like
You're talking probably thousands, hundreds of
Hundreds
thousands,
of
hundreds of thousands of dollars.
hundreds of thousands.
Wow. Someone's laughing all the way to the bank, and then there's someone going, geez, you know, probably still excited for the jersey, but a little bit bummed out when they hear Glen's story.
Yeah.
Glen comes into your basement, you know, you're pointing out the flaws in some of the paraphernalia. Has that ever happened where you said, that's not the authentic?
Yeah, and it's because everybody throws around different words: game used, game issued, pro, replica, semi-pro, made in Canada, made in Indonesia. You know, you might say, yeah, this is a real jersey. Well, that's a replica jersey. There's no fight strap in it. You know, it's not sized with a number. It's sized with small, medium, large, extra large.
So those are the telltale signs.
Those are some telltale signs. But then again, just when you think you know it, then there's a boatload that comes from China that are fakes. And I understand.
You gotta be wary.
I understand it from a collector's point of view. You want the real deal. But what do you do if you got 4 kids and they all want Toronto Maple Leaf jerseys for Christmas?
You're probably going to the lesser priced one.
You're going to buy the Chinese knockoff for $30. Why are you going to spend $150, $200? The kid's going to grow out of it next year. Mm-hmm. So I understand why they have it, but people are taking it and they're
taking advantage of people.
Yeah. I've had the unfortunate being the Grinch on occasion, having to tell somebody that.
Then they try to refute you. You can't beat Glen Rusenstrom.
Then it turns into a debate. Then it turns into a debate.
Then they're Googling online. Well, this is what so-and-so told me. Well, I probably know more sports paraphernalia and memorabilia stories than you, and how to detect
You got to diffuse
the myths. Yeah, and the errors, and spot the errors. You got to be able to You got to be hot on your toes.
There are errors. Now, there's a company called Medigray. Medigray looks after the game issued jerseys for 10 or 15 different teams. Now, at one time, we could buy pro jerseys. That means an on-ice pro, exactly what they're wearing, ones that are given to the teams. So we could buy pro jerseys from CCM.
Okay.
So there was a deal that was floating around to a bunch of dealers, and everybody turned it down. We ended up picking it up. And as we were going through the jerseys, a bunch of them had Medigray tags. So what happened was the jerseys were supposed to be shipped. It was a Colorado Avalanche jersey. It was supposed to be shipped to Colorado for their team. So, and they all have a serial number on it. Mm-hmm. So it was supposed to be registered, and it would say, okay, it's a Ray Bourque game-used jersey. It would go into a database.
They'd be physically registered to that player.
Registered.
Wow.
But for whatever reason, 4 or 5 jerseys with the tags didn't go to the teams. They ended up being sold to us. Now, falling in the wrong hands, somebody could have stitched the jersey up with Ray Bourque, gone and played shinny hockey with it. It's got a Medigray tag. The tag was real.
Yeah.
The tag was real. And, the wrong thing could have been done. So.
Fell into the right hands.
Yeah, we were lucky.
Yeah.
We were lucky. We called them and they said, would you mind just ripping them out and mailing them back to us? So we said, yeah, no problem.
Wow.
But yeah, it's
no questions asked.
We asked them for a little better price on the next deal. That's all.
No kidding.
just to make sure. But
Wow, some great stories for sure. And again, if you're just tuning in, Glen Rusenstrom from Just In Case, display cases for hockey memorabilia, any sports memorabilia, even down to dog collars, whatever memorabilia is lying around. If it's lying around in a closet, you know, even army fatigues, you can put a display case together.
oh yeah, very, very much so. When Father Les was here, I'm sure everybody knows that he played for the Leafs and won a Stanley Cup. We had Father Costello sign a bunch of Leaf pucks, and we would give them. We gave some to some kids, but we hung on to a couple and we made a couple of collages. And I've had people look at them because we would have Watson signed, and we would have Howie Meeker and Teeter Kennedy, and then Les Costello. And I remember having them at the shows, and guys would say, "Who's this Les Costello?" And it was like, "Google it. You know, you let me know."
Yeah.
And then they say, "Oh my God," you know, and he started the. Everybody from Timmins knows the Flying Fathers and just the whole folklore of it. But having something from Costello,
It was a prized possession right there.
yeah, that meant the world to my family, having a few things from Costello. It's funny because I remember, the late 90s, coming back home to Timmins and going to see Father Les and saying, "Father Costello, where's your game used jerseys?" Because I wanted to help him sell them and make some money. "Oh, I got rid of those years ago. Got rid of them years ago." There's probably somebody downtown Timmins wearing them. But like if you had a Costello game worn jersey right now,
It'd be worth how much?
In Timmins, it would be worth more.
Because
it would be worth more.
It's his hometown.
But like, let's say a Barilko game worn jersey, the sky's the limit on that. That could be $250,000.
Holy smokes! So anybody have any old addicts to search through? Again, the story. Who was it? Lorianne.
Lorianne Loretto.
Yeah, she might be sitting under a gold mine.
Yes.
You said what could be possibly in her attic if the people who did the silicone spray up there missed the box.
Yeah,
Maybe it's hidden under a floorboard somewhere.
Yeah, well, like I said, Laurie said just give her let her know, and me and my brother are going to go over for.
You should.
Yeah, we're going to. I told her I'd take her up for nostalgia reasons. We want to see our old homestead, but. I want to take a little peek up in the attic, too.
Take a peek, and because you wouldn't leave it out in plain sight. No. I'm thinking someone would probably put it under a floorboard, behind a wall, tucked away somewhere. Maybe for all you know, the insulation is covering it.
It might have protected it.
Preserving what could be a potential gold mine.
Yeah.
For her, which is kind of neat. But if you do come across those, those cars, let us know. We'll keep you up to date.
Well, we'll be able to
keep us up to date.
Yeah,
too.
We'll be able to give a better donation for the next Feed the Family.
Right, which was again a big help from you, Glenn. A couple Feed the Families you've been a part of with us now, and again, it was great to have you.
Yeah, we really enjoyed
Christmas
it.
with this.
We really enjoyed it.
And we look forward to having you on our next one as we creep into number 9.
So can anybody tell us there's a score in the Leaf game yet?
Yeah, what?
2-0?
What is it? Is it 2-0 Leafs? Scored again, Matthews. So there we go, up on the Sharks. We love it. See, look at that. It's because you're wearing the Leaf hat today.
Yeah, I'm bringing them luck today.
Yeah, Sharks are on a bit of a slide, and we should say while you're commenting, make sure you put the hashtag hockey, capital H, and then OCKEY, and again, someone will win some amazing prizes. In fact, we'll give these away, Glenn, right after Ronnie. Let's thank our amazing sponsors. We'll be back in just a few minutes, and again, someone's going to win. Again, tell us what we've got to win tonight. The Bobby Orr coffee book table.
My story and pictures, and then a set of first day cover stamps from the 2000 Toronto All-Star Game, And then a
Game puck.
South Porcupine minor hockey game puck circa 1970.
Wow, how awesome is that? And again, someone is going to win all three of them. And if you think that's exciting, on tomorrow's show, KLOMP still on Baby Watch. You're also going to be in the air chair. And right here at Studio 67, we're going to go head-to-head. We're going to put you up against the toughest sports questions on the planet. We're going to do sports trivia on tomorrow's show. Do you think you think you'd fare well in the sports department?
If we stick to hockey, I think I'll be fine.
All right. Well, we'll make it hockey trivia on tomorrow's show. We'll see how well Glen does, and we'll see who's going to win this amazing prize pack from Glen just in case right after this.
Need to get your hair styled with no appointments? Well, the barber shop at 244 Pine Street South is the place to go. Walk-ins only. Stop in and see Stephanie Letang and her professional staff of hairstylists today to get your style. Open Tuesdays to Fridays, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. And the Wizard of Paws Professional Pet Grooming. Walk-in nail trims, canine enrichment classes, puppy sessions, or just shop for your canine today for some treats. Call 705-288-8660 or stop in and see them located at 220 3rd Avenue. And get a ticket now for the second annual Fly With Me music fundraiser presented by Lisa Fromet. Coming up in a few short weeks on the 27th, 5 p.m. at the Porcupine Dante Club. Entertainment provided by Donnie Most, accompanied by Timmins' own Tim Sullivan Quartet. Comedy provided by Rick Lemieux and emceed by TV personality Bill Walechka. Tickets are on sale now through Eventbrite.ca. And the lineup details coming soon for Rock on the River 2024. Who will be coming to this summer's big festival? Stay tuned and follow TFEC online for all the updates and details at TimmonsFestivals.com. Come and enjoy the best cross-country skiing and snowshoeing trails in the north at the Porcupine Ski Runners. Go visit Christine Dorian and her staff today and hit the trails, 705-360-1444, or visit them online, porcupineskirunners.com. And the Mystery Machine comes to TimmonsCon 2024 this April with the NOE. Your chance to mark it off and be there. Don't want to miss this weekend, April 20th and 21st at the MAC. Get all the details online at northernontarioexpo.com. Get connected with She's Connected with Mel and Mel. Have these ladies grow your business. They deal with speaking engagements, workshops, and more. Start following these ladies online now at shesconnected.ca. Book now for your carpet cleaning, strip, and wax jobs for your commercial units today with DAP Cleaning Solutions. For any job you need cleaned or sanitized, it's DAP. Call Andrew and now for your free quote, 705-465-3500. And discount days are back at Jackpot Time Timmins every day in the month of January. Double line prizes, amazing door prizes. Come and play today, located at 251 1st Avenue. Thinking of buying or selling your home? Get the care and guidance you deserve. Get Albert Seal to seal your deal with Royal LePage Northern Realty Leaders. Call Albert now, 705-465-3493. This week at Imagine Cinemas, Night Swim, Aquaman, and Wonka. Check out tickets and showtimes at ImagineCinemas.com. And Happy New Year from Dare Timmins. Stay tuned for details on their free family skate coming soon. And the Porcupine Gold Kings look to keep their winning streak intact as they go for number 18 this Friday night in Sarnia as they take on the Sting at the Pat Stapleton Arena. And Happy New Year from all PMHA Tier 1 teams who all rocked it in their first halves. Wishing them all a successful playoff run in 2024. And she's the producer of Sportsman Channel Canada and Just Hunt Inc., Amanda Lynn Mayhew. Find your dream home today with Jessica Gervais at Royal LePage Northern Realty Leaders, like this parcel of land located in Raymore for $139. Check out all her latest listings now at Jessica Gervais at royallepage.ca or call 705-363-0136. And book your next Rockin' Bowl now with Midtown Bowl, $27.99 plus shoe rental for 2.5 hours of bowling or $9.99 per person per game every Friday from 9:30 p.m. to 12 a.m., Saturday 6:30 to 9 p.m. and 9:30 to 12 a.m. Book your alleys now, 705-267-3500. Buy wheels and a tire package and receive a free leveling kit and an additional 10% off when you mention KINZ and KLOMP at Masters Tire Timmins. Plus, don't pay for 90 days. Suffering from alopecia, hair thinning into the new year? Then let Louise LaFond at Look 140 take care of it. Start the new year off with a new do. Call Look 140 now, 705-267-8566, or check out her services at look140.ca. And the Timmins Major is coming off 2 back-to-back wins to start 2024 with a 4-0 win and a 4-1 win over the Trappers. Also, congrats to goaltender Jarrett Fenton Chippewa on his first shutout of the season. And your next action for the Iroquois Falls Storm at home will be January the 19th. That'll be a Friday night, 7 o'clock at the Just Jordan Arena when they take on the Hearst Lumberjacks. And Bella's Boutique, fun and stylish clothing for kids of all ages. You go to Bella's Boutique, located at 75 Pine Street, South Timmins. Call today, 705-288-2352, or search her selection online at bellasboutique.ca.
And we are back Tuesday night, a snowy Tuesday. Look at that. We were having a green Christmas. Now can't even see our cars across the street here on 3rd Ave. It's a great night. Sports memorabilia, just in case. We got Glen Rusenstrom in studio. And again, he's here tonight and tomorrow as KLOMP is now on Baby Watch. You saw Bella's Boutique there at the tail end of our sponsor reel tonight. Again, if you can guess the time for little baby Ella KLOMP, what time? And again, the closest to or exact will go into the draw for a nice $50 gift certificate from Bella's Boutique.
Oh, that's great.
We're wishing KLOMP all the best. We know KLOMP and Terry watching. He's on Baby Watch right now. And yeah, hopefully, we'll get the news. It's going to be coming at some point. Could be any time between now and tomorrow. So put those times in. And again, someone will win. Again, saw a comment from Lisa Ferman during our sponsor reel there. Lisa was mentioning to me after the show, before the show tonight, that she's going to be reaching out to you after the show.
Sounds great.
For her fundraiser.
Yeah, glad to help.
And,
glad to help.
Again, yeah, that's coming up on the 27th. And you've got some amazing prizes to give away right now. And before we give them away, any last-minute messages about just in case, Glen, that you want to get out there?
I've got an interesting Wayne Gretzky story. Wayne Gretzky's represented by Upper Deck. So they're the big card company, and they're probably the biggest autograph company there is. So we had hounded Upper Deck that we wanted to do an exclusive. So this would have been 2016, 2017. So we hounded them. So finally they said yes. So we agreed to give him tons of money. What we wanted to do was, one of his greatest records, in my opinion, is 50 goals in 39 games. And on that 39th game, he got 5 goals.
Well, that's amazing. If you watch the footage of that,
Cooperalls.
were some of the goaltenders even trying on that?
I think it was Rod Hextall that may have been in net, or Bernie Perrant. But
I don't think it was Hextall. But in today's day, he's like, well, he's already scored 3. Why not 4? Why not 5? Again, the losing tender for that night was a part of history. It will always be a part. Hey, I was the goaltender that Gretzky scored 5 on to get 50 goals in 39 games. Again, a record that no one even sniffs close to it.
And here's the thing, to beat it, you have to get 50 and 38. One less game to beat it. So we decided, well, we want to do something to commemorate that. So we proposed doing 50 pairs of gloves and 50 jerseys, having a limited edition of 50 of each. And they said, oh, no, we can't do that. You have to do 100 of each. So we had to explain to a sports memorabilia company that the whole idea was to do it at a 50 because it was
because
50
of his
goals
record, 50 goals
in 39 games.
In 39,
and they didn't want, so eventually they caved because we said, well, we'll do gloves and jerseys. So you're going to get 100 pieces out of us. You're going to get 100
but still
pieces.
50 matches.
And we wanted him to inscribe it. So it actually... when did he do that? He did that 12/31/82. December 31st, 81 or 82.
Yeah.
So he signed the jerseys and he did the inscriptions. It's fantastic, absolutely beautiful. It was a blue Edmonton Oilers jersey. It was signed in silver. Then he did the gloves. And we weren't present. We wanted to be there. It was in Carlsbad, California, but it would have been an extra expense. So we said, no, just have Wayne do it and send us pictures. So they sent us pictures of it after. Mr. Gretzky put down the wrong date on all 50 pairs of gloves.
Of his,
he forgot
his own record.
He forgot his own record. He apologized. We wanted to launch it, I think it was Christmas of that year, and he wasn't doing another signing for 4 months later. So our launch was postponed by...
Because you had to have them resent and re-signed.
And re-signed.
Oh, my God.
He wrote down the wrong date. So it goes to show you, even the great one can have a hiccup.
Not great all the time. But again, yeah, that you hit it on the nail. 50 goals in 38 games to be the next best in line for that record, which you think that record will stand.
I think that one's safe. Like even his 894, 895 goals. Look at the way Ovechkin's slowing down now. He's only got 8 or 9 goals this year. Yeah. And I know he only needs, I think it's 84.
Only 84.
Only 84 to tie it, but he's slowing.
But he's getting older. Right? Yeah, he's not the same Ovechkin every single year. You watch some of the Caps games there. He's definitely. You can't be doing the one-timer that many times and not feel it after game in, game out.
Yeah, it just goes to show you, and I've had the discussion with people over the years. Greatest hockey player, the records that Gretzky has. My God, when he left the NHL, he owned it was 62 or 64 records, and they had to create one more record for him, and the record was the record for having the most records. And I think since he left, which was April 18th, 1999 was his last game, I think only 2 or 3 of his records have been broken, very few of them.
Very few. Again, that's why they call him the Great One. And I'm going to say when it comes to sports paraphernalia and memorabilia, we're talking to the great one right here, Glen Rusenstrom.
It's easy when you love something, though. It's easy when you love something.
And again, we're going to see how well you know your hockey trivia. It's hockey trivia on tomorrow night's show. Glen, we want to thank you for
I look forward to
joining us tonight. Again, KLOMP on Baby Watch. On Baby Watch again tomorrow. We'll find out what time little Ella will make her appearance over at TDH. So again, go to the post. Again, someone's going to win a nice Bella's Boutique gift certificate if you can guess the correct time in and around that the exact time.
Maybe we can see if we can get anybody to answer. I've got 2 Bobby Orr questions.
Okay.
So one of them is, what number did he wear in Oshawa when he played for the Oshawa Generals? Okay. What number did he wear? It wasn't number 4. And his first game in the NHL was an exhibition game. What number did he wear? It also wasn't number 4.
Wasn't number 4.
No, it wasn't number 4.
Okay, I'm gonna. Can I throw a chance at this?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna say 44 was one of them.
No, not even close.
14.
No.
Was 4 even a part of it?
No.
No. Very interesting. We've got 2.
2 in Oshawa. That's correct.
So 2 he played for the Generals.
Yeah.
And now we're looking for
his first game as a Bruin.
First game as a Bruin.
And it was an exhibition game. His first game with Boston was an exhibition
Lynn Draper
game.
says 6.
Nope.
Wasn't 6. 10.
Nope.
Not 10. 15 from Joe, or 18 from Joanne. 5.
No.
How about 7?
Let's think of Daryl Sittler. Think of Daryl Sittler.
1 through 99. Think of Daryl Sittler.
Yeah.
Number 11.
No.
Number 2. Is he 55?
27.
27.
First game was 27.
He wore 27. And what's the story on getting number 4? How did he finally get number 4 for the
He always wanted number 4. Very similar to the Gretzky story. In Oshawa, 4 wasn't available, so he wore number 2. He was wearing number 2 when he played for Perry Sound. That was his minor
hockey league days.
He wore number 2.
Wow, amazing.
Now Gretzky, that was a little bit different. When he was playing for Sault Ste. Marie, the agent or the trainer, Gus Badali, said, Wayne wanted to wear number 9, Gordie Howe's number, but Mark Howe was playing, Gordie's son, and he was wearing number 9. Gordie was Wayne's hero, so Wayne didn't want to rock the boat. So finally, Mark Howe said, Wayne, I'll let you wear number 9. He said, no. And then the trainer came in and said, Wayne, why don't you wear double 9s?
And that's how.
And that was it, because he wore number 14. He wore number 14 in the Sioux.
Wow.
So he said, why don't you wear double 9s?
There you go.
Yeah.
And then the rest, of course, is history.
Yeah.
And again, no one will ever wear 99 again in the NHL.
Okay, here's another good one.
Okay.
Who for the Toronto Maple Leafs wore number 99? I think there was 2 other players in the league.
We know Lindros wore 88.
88, but there was a player on the Toronto Maple Leafs that wore number 99.
Number 99?
Yep.
I'm going to say,
mid 70s, maybe early 80s.
Number 99 for the Leafs. Let's get
Anybody know?
Get the answer here.
Without Googling it?
Chad says his dad would know. Payments?
Yeah, Wolf Paymont.
Wore number 99.
Wore number 99.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm gonna have to find some doozies for hockey trivia for tomorrow night.
Yeah. No,
we're gonna put you to the test.
Yeah. Now my strength is 1990 and earlier. That's my strength.
1990 or earlier. Okay, so we're gonna be back tomorrow with NHL hockey trivia. And again, we'll go through. We'll see how well you know in your hot zone. See if you can go a complete perfect score. And again, we'll have another amazing prize for tomorrow night. And speaking of prizes, we're going to give away this amazing set, this trio, to one lucky viewer, the Bobby Orr Coffee Table book. And we've got the first stamps. The first stamp from 2000, February 5th.
Yeah, the All-Star game.
The All-Star game, and a game played puck, an actual game puck from a 1970 South Porcupine Minor Hockey League game. So there. Ronnie, we're going to fire up the wheel of winning. We're going to find out who is going to win with all those hashtags hockey. Where it stops, no one knows. And again, we'll get Glenn in touch with the winner, or the winner can come to Studio 67. Who is that? That's Pat Vienchenier. Congratulations, Pat. We'll get in touch with Pat after the show, find out how they can get in touch. They can even stop by our studios and pick those up. And again, what's on the slate for tomorrow night for winning?
We're going to try to find something that's signed.
Something signed.
Something signed.
Something signed. So an
Something
autographed piece of history. And again, someone will have a chance to win that on tomorrow night's show. Again, we're on Baby Watch. KLOMP's on Baby Watch. So Glen Rusenstrom from Just In Case going to be back at Studio 67 tomorrow. Once again, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, that was great.
All right.
Lots of fun.
And we'll see how well you do with NHL hockey trivia. Memorabilia trivia questions coming up tomorrow. We're going to put Glenn in the hot seat again, and we'll see you tomorrow night at 7.
I see you walk in, my head's in a spin. You're perfect with your high heels on. I'm wondering if you will have a drink or two. So baby, help me sing this song. We can go all night, alright, drinking till the sunrise. So baby, won't you be mine? Living out the dream at the hotel party. Find me at the bar in the downstairs lobby. Oh, oh. We'll be living out the dream at the hotel party. Pour me another round of that JD whiskey. Sitting by the pool, trying to stay cool. DJ, turn that music up. You got that red bikini on, gotta get that tan on. Yeah, this is my kind of fun. We can can go all night, alright, drinking till the sunrise. So baby, won't you be mine? Living out the dream at the hotel party. Find me at the bar in the downstairs lobby. Oh, 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 oh. We'll be living out the dream at the hotel party. Pour me another round of that JD whiskey. Oh, oh, yeah. Oh, oh, yeah. All night, alright, drinking till the sunrise. All night, alright, drinking till the sunrise. Living out the dream at the hotel party. Find me at the bar in the downstairs lobby. Oh, oh. Oh, oh,